And we are back live with another episode with Real Talk Friday Live with Rima. Today we have a special guest, Shadi. He's a great coach. I've been following him for a while, full of energy, and comes from great contribution, helps agents around the country. And I am so excited and glad to be chatting with him today, especially in today's changing market and changing world. A lot of things are happening in real estate and in the coaching industry. So, Shadi, thank you so much for being with me this morning. I know you're a busy man. I really appreciate your time.
Rima, thank you for having me on. It's an honor, and yes, we both share something in common, and that is the love for the people in this industry. And we will do our best today to give them as much value as we possibly can. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, of course. So let's start a little bit with you and your background. That's towards the audience that they do not know who you are. I follow you, have a huge followers, but let's just a little bit about your background and where you're at today with everything in your business.
Awesome. So I'll give you my resume in like a minute or less. So I personally been involved directly and indirectly in the real estate industry for about 25 years now. And I started off selling real estate in Dearborn, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit. Did pretty good, pretty quickly in that marketplace. However, my goal at that time was to, make $100,000 a year. And the biggest challenge I encountered was that my average commission check was about $750. And I was like, oh, how many homes do I have to sell to make $100,000? And I discovered at that time a gentleman by the name of Mike Ferry. And I decided to train under him. But what I did is I left my hometown of Dearborn, Michigan, and moved directly to Newport Beach, California to work for him. So I trained under his umbrella, did very good in that company to the point where I became the #1 sales representative in my first year. Got to the point to where I was helping operate the internal one-on-one coaching department. And in 2004, after having gained the right mindset, the right skill set, the right connections, etc., went back into real estate because I was now in the mindset of like, how do I make $100,000 a month? And sure enough, in my first 30 days, I was able to produce about over $100,000 worth of commissions in my first 30 days. And then from there, I went on to train and coach for Tom Ferry at that time. Got to the point to where underneath that umbrella, I created products underneath that umbrella and had the most in-demand one-on-one coaching schedule. And since then, I've been on over 30,000 one-on-one coaching calls. So that's like the 1 minute or less synopsis of it.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And your specialty and your message out there, you are expert of helping agents, real estate agents, get more listings, to get at least one listing a week.
Yes.
This changing market, we're having listings coming to market every day and faster than ever we've seen in the last few years. How is that changing your approach with your clients, with your agents, and what are you doing different? Of course, listings going to sell no matter what, to kind of educate or improve the agent's skills, the agent's approach to the new market. What are you seeing within your world, within your coaching clients?
Well, here's I think I'm going to give you like 5 answers to that question because it's a fully loaded question that really needs to be dissected. And the reason we want to dissect it is because a lot of people are getting a lot of wrong information out there. Because if you watch the media and the predictions, there's very credible people that are arguing that the market is going to shift in a very negative way. And then there's very credible people that are arguing that the market is not going to be, the shift is not going to be as bad as other people make it out to be. And the facts are the facts and the numbers are the numbers, and we can't change the numbers, but we can take a look at the numbers so we could maneuver ourselves, so we could, make the adjustments that we need to make so we're not impacted. So the first point that I would make for the people that are really, diving deep in their mind and in their heart and in their emotions about the market conditions and what may happen to their business, I'll say this to that person. Why are you waiting for the market to do something for you to do something? Why are you waiting for the market to do what it is going to do that you have absolutely no control control over, for you to take your job seriously and say, I got to get this together right now, so I am not impacted in a negative way. So the first point that I would share with every single person, and that's exactly what I'm working with my clients on, is we cannot operate from a place of fear. We cannot operate from a place of fear, because and how we overcome that fear is by raising our vibrational frequency and energy and our vision, creating a strong connection with our vision. Like, damn it, if my vision is strong enough, there is no brick wall that you could put in front of me that's going to stop me from doing the things that I need to do, that are good for me, that are good for my family, that's good for the community, and everyone that's going to do business with me. So the first point is this: your reason why you can beat any market has to be stronger than your excuses of what the market may do to you. So connect with your vision. Connect with your vision. Let you come from a place of like, I am doing this for the good of me and the good of others. And then no marketplace is going to shake you up. Yeah, we're seeing more inventory come on the market right now. What a blessing. Exercise in that, participate in that, go out there and get that business. So that would be like the first major point that I am going to share with every single person. The second point that I'd share, Rima, is this: the market, when it changes as it's changing right now, it is going to introduce to us a new kind of buyer and a new kind of seller with new challenges that they have. So I need to be thinking to myself right now, what are those problems and how can I be the solution for tomorrow's buyer and tomorrow's seller, not the easy peasy laydowns that I've been getting used to working with over the course of the last couple of years in a very good market. Hopefully that resonates.
Yes, I totally agree. And in any market, there's going to be buyers, they want to buy, sellers, they want to sell. It's not about opening the doors anymore and writing offers and getting an offer accepted and getting the hype. Like, agents still don't understand. Like, buyers, they were begging us to put offers overpriced, to do whatever it takes, contingency removal, all that craziness. So we lived in a crazy world, in a great crazy world for the last 2 or 3 years. And that is changing. And some agents are not changing with it. They're still with that mindset of the 2 or 3 years ago, not educating the client, not putting the right message out there for the consumer. And most of the people that we talk to, they're lost. Like, they're hearing news from here. Like you mentioned earlier, market's going to crash, market's going to do this, market's going to do that. And nobody's putting out the right message. And that's what I love watching you. Like, you're always putting the right message, the positivity, because at the end of the day, it is the American dream to buy a home in the United States. And it's up to us to be there to make that dream available for our clients, because it's still happening. It will keep on happening. And actually, buying now, it's going to be beneficial for any buyer out there who's hearing us, or any agents who's helping a client to get them the house. It's our duty to get them the house with the right knowledge and the right information to deliver to them. So how are you going about, which is, I mean, I wouldn't say easy, it's easier to get listing in today's market. What's that one thing that you are telling your agents to go after, or that one thing that's like, now implement this today, you're gonna double and triple and quadruple on your listing inventory and get the market share?
So there's three things we're focused on. Actually, 3 or 4 things that we're focused on right now more than anything else. Okay. So again, you're going to get a couple of answers to this question. So number one, what we're working on more than we are working on the business that we're working more on the business owner, because the business that you have is a reflection of the business owner. So we're focused, number one, on emotional mastery. Emotional mastery. How do we get you to a place of feeling good every single day? Because if you're not feeling good, you're not doing good. If you're not feeling good, you're not taking actions. You're stuck in fear. If you're not feeling good, you're maybe saying the right thing with the wrong energy, and you are like totally like throwing people away from you because they're not picking up on that energy, etc. So number one is emotional mastery. Number two is conversation mastery. Conversation mastery. What is the one thing besides your emotion and in your mindset that's going to get you through the next market? Is going to be your skill set. How well can you have conversations with buyers? How well can you have conversations with sellers? How well can you have conversations with other agents to get them to side with your offer, etc.? So we focus a lot on the skills, like very deep skills of influence, Rima. We're talking about here, like, persuasion in an ethical manner. We're talking about like influence. We're talking about like neuro-linguistic programming. That's one thing that we're focused on more than anything else. How do I get people to do exactly what I want them to do that's good for them and have them think that it was their idea? So that's the two things. But I think the answer that everybody's really looking for besides that is like, where are the leads? Where can I get the leads? Well, we've done in the last, I say the last market, we've done very well with for sale by owners. And right now we're doing even better with expireds, because expireds have come back, withdrawals have come back, canceled, more than ever right now. So we're doubling down on the expireds, and we're already listing expireds. Even in the last market, I have a client last year that listed 41 expireds. That's like an expired every single week. And but obviously you got to have the right mindset, you got to have the right skill set, and then you
The right compensation.
you got to have the right discipline. And then the final thing that we're doubling down on right now is omnipresence. How do we create omnipresence? Excuse me. That's what happens when you talk for a living. Yeah. So we're working on creating omnipresence. Omnipresence meaning how are we showing up online? Because if we take a look at today's consumer, whether it's a buyer or a seller, all their search, all their research begins on the internet. How present are you on the internet? And then your messaging in your content. So what we're doing is we're focusing on a few different platforms. Obviously, number one is Facebook. Obviously, number two is Instagram, and number three is YouTube. And we are in the mindset of creating long form content and short form content, and being able to like literally put a message out 7 days a week. So it's like, how do I become so visible that anytime anyone has a thought or a question about real estate, they can just log into their Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, and I am going to pop up. So that's the main thing that we're working on right now.
Stay on the people's top of their mind, and no matter where they go, to be
Absolutely.
right there present.
So, Rima, the bottom line is it's not your client's job to find you. It's not your client's job to remember you. It's to make sure that you are in front of them. It's your responsibility to make sure you're in front of them. It's your responsibility to make sure they never forget you.
100%. And we hit it all the time. It's like, I hate the camera. I hate getting on social media. I hate this. I hate that. Like, how do you coach your client to overcome that? Because that's the main reason people do not do more videos. Like, my hair does not look good, or my makeup for a woman, or for a man, oh, I have to shave, or whatever the reason may be. We always find reasons, which I found a lot of reasons in the past not to be on camera, and not to do this, and not to be actually talking to you right now. And when I changed that, everything in my business changed. So how do you kind of like coach your client to overcome that hard thing to do? And we all know it's hard. It's not easy to be in front of the camera.
So for us, it's a rather very quick fix. It's really a simple fix, and what we do different in our company than what a lot of other people do. A lot of people like focus primarily on the numbers and all that good stuff. We do as well too, but more important, what we focus on is the psychology. The psychology. So all I got to do is have a conversation with one of my clients, and what we do is we go right back into their mind is what's telling them what to do, what not to do, but their heart tells them something else. So what we do is we just connect the dots, and all of a sudden they have a new purpose, they have a new reason, and the fear like almost automatically goes away. So that will be step number one. Step number two, what I do with my clients, I say, okay, So let's do a test video, a video that nobody is going to see except for me and you. So I can coach you on it and critique you on it. Just create a video on, 1 minute video on something that you're good about speaking about. And all of a sudden, they create that video and they send it to me and I watch it and I'm like, what are you talking about? That was so freaking damn good. Most people get stuck, okay, between step 0 and step number 1. And until they take step number 1, they really don't even fathom how powerful they are and how much more beautiful they are than they allow themselves to believe in their mind. So once they do that, then all of a sudden it's easy peasy. And step number 3, I tell them, go follow Rima and do everything she's doing.
Well, thank you. And honestly, you do not know how many people you're inspiring in your journey by your videos. Like for me, as you know, like we follow each other. It's not just about real estate. It's my lifestyle, my family. I work out a lot. I want to show off my workout, not because I want to show off. It just, and so many people reach out to me. It's like, wow, you inspire me at 3:00 waking up like on a regular basis and working out. So you are like, we have to think about like we're changing people's lives, even though they're commenting, they're liking. People are watching what you're doing. And if we can change lives, one life in the journey, why not? Whether it's a buyer, seller, or anyone who's going through something that relates to you, because you have to be relatable on social media, and you're not going to be relatable for everyone. People who's going to watch you and follow you, they have to attract them somehow, some way, that you're doing something that matches what they're thinking, what they're doing, what they're feeling. So I totally agree with that.
And I want to make one more point in regards to that, Rima, and the importance of creating the content is that a lot of times when you meet somebody, okay, and then before you even meet them in person, they're watching your content online. By the time you make it into their living room, they feel like they've known you for so long that the rapport is there, the respect is there, the trust is there, and all of a sudden it's like, what was supposed to be hard, getting someone to do business with you, is so damn simple. And that's all as a result of you actually putting yourself out there. Again, that's why, Rima, we focus more working with people on who they are, not their business. Because when they become the kind of person who can operate any kind of business is easy to operate. What is real estate? What do we do in real estate? We have conversations with people. The better that conversation is based on our knowledge and looking out for the best interest of our client, the more business we do. The worse the conversation is, the less business we do. So let's focus more on how do we feel good and how do we communicate very good. And then it's an easy business.
It is. It's a beautiful business too. Like it's a beautiful, we complicate it. We complicate life in general. Human being complicate life, which is so simple, very simple. The question of the day and the question of the month and the year and what everybody's talking about. What do you think we're heading with the real estate market?
That's like the $1 million question, right? What are we heading?
That comes up. Like,
yeah. Well, look, sooner than later. Yeah. Sooner than later could be next month. It could be next year. I can't predict the exact timing of it, and I think it'd be foolish for someone to really predict the exact timing of it. All we got to say is we're due for it, and it could happen like literally any day. I think a couple of things are going to happen. Yeah, obviously, we're going to see way more inventory. Obviously, sooner than later, we're going to see some REO business coming back. We're going to see some people that think they got it good right now financially that are going to get into trouble. Number 3, we're definitely going to see a lot of agents drop out of the business. And that's already happening in certain marketplaces based on if you're keeping track of the renewal numbers in the board when it comes up for renewal. There's certain marketplaces that have already dropped off, like 40% of the agents have already dropped off. Some of those agents may come back. We don't know if they missed their deadline, etc. And I think it's exciting times, like exciting times for the person that has the right mindset, exciting times for the person that is, disciplined and not waiting for something to dictate that they work and they just show up and do their work every single day. I don't think that person's going to be impacted negatively at all. Like, seriously, I don't think there's no way. We've seen it in the last market. We've seen a lot of people go away, but the people that showed up and did their job every single day, Those are people that actually, some of the people were able to maintain their level of business so they weren't impacted negatively. And then a good percentage of those people actually did a lot more business in a market that's doing a lot less per agent. So I would say for everybody, don't worry about it. Just do your job. Get better at what you do and don't worry about it. Don't freak out. Rima, here's the thing. We're doing mid-year reviews right now with a lot of agents. A lot of agents are not on track to reach their goal because they bought into what's going to happen with the market shift. I got a question for you, Rima. Are you on track to reach your goal this year?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
We are doubling, tripling, quadrupling on the activities. We are pushing through. We're not. We're ignoring the noise. There's a lot of noise out there. We're ignoring the noise. We're staying in our own lane in our business and doing what we do best. Educate the client. Of course, we have to stay on top of what's going on in the market so we can send the right message to the clients, educate the clients the right way. And like, what market? Like,
yes.
people have so much noise. That's what I say. Ignore the noise. Ignore the noise. Stay in your lane. Stay in your goal. Stay focused. Yes, there's going to be fallout. Yes, we're going to lose escrows. Yes, buyers might change their mind. Yes, sellers might be unrealistic. But guess what? We have to push through that, and we have to educate the consumers, the clients. It's our duty. It's our duty to be out there. It's not our duty just to close transactions and just to have the commission check. Forget about that, and stay in a state of urgency, because human being in general, they go and go and go and make money, and they have so much money in the bank, they pause for a bit because, oh, I'm living a good lifestyle. And it comes to a point 3 months later, oh my God, my bank account is very low or zero. And now I'm living in a place of panic.
Yeah.
Do not live in a place of panic.
Right. So Rima, you're the prime example, and you've answered the question perfectly. I don't think someone like you has any fears of any market shifting or anything like that. You show up every single day. You work on your mind. You work on your body. You work on your soul. You work on your energy. You give yourself the education that's required to stay on top of market conditions, etc. You transfer that education to your team. Your team and yourself transfer the education to the public. And you are not impacted when everybody else is impacted. So look, show up and do your job and you'll be okay. You show up every day, right? You do your job every single day and you're more than okay.
Yes. Even though we struggle sometimes to show up, but we have to have the right mindset. I mean, it's not like every single day it's a perfect day for us to get out of bed. It's like sometimes I want to stay in bed till 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock.
And what we're talking about right now, Rima, is really common sense. It's just that common sense is not common practice. I did not share anything magical or way advanced with anybody. It's very simple. Keep it simple. Do the work, get the results. Don't do the work and then suffer the consequence.
It's just about, again, it's a mindset. Some people that are gonna listen to us, it's gonna be, they make it sound easy. And some people, they're going to be doing the work and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. We brought a few agents actually the last couple of months. One agent within less than 60 days, he's got already 3 escrows in a market that some agents are leaving. Yep. So it's all about mindset. You definitely have to show up. That's all what you have to do. You have to show up. You have to show up fully.
Every day.
Every single day. Talking about listings, talking about the market. What's the plan with Chadi? What's next?
We haven't really talked publicly about this, but I'll give you a little bit of a snippet, or maybe.
I feel honored now. Thank you.
I think sometime towards the end of this year, we're actually launching a brand new brand, and this brand is all about transformation, and more on a soul level than it is on a monetary level. Like, everybody's in the mindset of like, I want to be a millionaire. Like that's like a very hot topic, and it's been a hot topic for, all our life. And now we're all about like, how do you become a soulionaire? How do you become a soulionaire to where money is absolutely nothing and has absolutely nothing to do with you feeling your absolute best all the time, independent of anyone or anything. So that's the journey that we are going to be unveiling to as many people as we possibly can sooner than later.
Wow, I love it. How to be a soulionaire.
Yep.
Wow. That wow. That's amazing. I love it. I cannot wait to, see it and see you launching it, and hopefully I'll be part of it too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, at the end of the day, Rima, I think all of us, a very long time ago in our early childhood, we really believed in something called magic. We thought we could move things with our mind. We thought we could be anyone that we want to be, and we can do anything and all that good stuff. And then something happened along the way that just totally just made you believe otherwise. And I think our new company is going to do one thing, hopefully on a very larger scale than anyone has ever done, and that is to install belief in people, install confidence in people, delete, low self-esteem in people, and just give them a new opportunity on life for them to to activate their magic, for them to live their magic, for them to transfer the magic onto as many people as they possibly can and live a magical life.
Yeah, and that's honestly that is the magic, because it's not about selling, it's not about the money, it's not about the millions, it's about your soul.
Yep.
Success is not money.
Yep.
Money does not make you happy. So I love it. I love it. The world needs it. The world needs you. We all need you. And thank you for doing that. That's phenomenal. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. So
Thank you.
that's launching end of the year.
End of the year, most likely November.
That's amazing. Well, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Anything you want to add, share before we move on?
Yeah, I'd say that the final thought is one of the first quotes that I was exposed to many, many, many years ago when I began that journey, and I believe it was by Tony Robbins inside of his "Awaken the Giant Within" book, and it is, if it is to be, it is up to me.
100%.
Personal responsibility. Be responsible for where you're at. Take responsibility right now for where you want to be when we experience whatever we experience in the next, months and in years. And believe in you. Believe in you. Love yourself and believe in you.
What's your favorite book?
The Magic of Believing.
Wow.
Nice. That's the book that the majority of the clients I've worked with have come back and said that's the book that changed my life. So that's the book that we recommend to every single person. That's the first book we recommend to every single person. And that's the book that we said you got to read twice in a row.
Amazing. Magic of Believing. Who's your favorite YouTuber, or who's your favorite someone that you look up to and you follow?
There's so many people that I look up to and follow. YouTuber, who do I go to most often? I love Lewis House. He brings out a lot the School of Greatness, because he is a curator. Curator meaning that he puts in front of you all the right people with all the right messages at the right time. Appears to be, for me. So Lewis House is somebody that definitely everybody should follow.
Amazing, amazing. Well, Chadi, thank you so much for being here this morning, for your contribution and everything you shared with us. It is amazing. You're amazing, my friend. Keep giving, keep sharing, keep inspiring. And thank you so much. And I cannot wait till November to watch you grow and with your new journey. I'm excited for you.
Thank you, Rima. Thank you.
Bye.